everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Katarina. Today's video is going to be the first update for my beauty budget. So I started a beauty budget a month ago, and the way my budget works is that I gave myself 300 euros to spend on beauty. That means all of the beauty products and also beauty services for the rest of this year. And next year I'm thinking of doing a yearly budget and then just splitting it between seasons, so either between 3 months or between 4 months. But yeah, for the rest of this year, since the beginning of October, I had 300 euros that I could spend on beauty. So today we're just quickly going to go through all of the things that I purchased in October, and that is not a lot. I only bought a couple of things. And then I do have some thoughts. It has been a really great thing to start this budget, and I do have a couple of topics that I wanted to talk about. But before that, let's just go through the purchases I have made in October and how much money I spent total and how much I do have left for the end of this year. In October I actually only purchased 2 replacement items. These items are quite boring, so let's just go through them quickly. So I ran out of my eye makeup remover, so I repurchased it. This is the Mossa Juicy Shake eye makeup remover. I really do like this. This one is effective but doesn't irritate my eyes, and this one I can buy from stores here in Finland. So yeah, this is my new favorite, so I decided to repurchase this one, and this one cost 12.90 euros. And another replacement that I made was a mascara, so I bought this Catrice Pret Volume Smokey mascara in Velvet Black. This one is not my favorite necessarily, so I won't repurchase, but it's not so bad that I couldn't use it. The issue I'm having with this one is that it's just, as you can see, it's one of those more like natural sort of brushes. I don't like these brushes. I way prefer rubber brushes or rubber ones on mascaras. I feel those do a better job on separating my lashes while still giving length and volume. Mascara is not something that I'm ready to spend a lot of money on, so this one only cost 5.29 euros. Both of these products I bought just from stores here in Finland. And yeah, those are the only things that I bought. Plus I went to a hairdresser, so that took quite a chunk of my budget. My hair is actually up at the moment, as you can see, so you will not see the change properly, but perhaps you have seen that in a couple of my past videos I have had a little bit shorter hair. My hair had grown quite a bit. I had been growing it purposely. However, I do have hair that is bleached platinum blonde, and it was just in very bad condition, so I decided to chop it off. So at the moment my hair it comes around my shoulders. It's maybe just a little bit shorter what I would prefer, but I don't know if you remember, if you have been a follower of mine for a longer time. I used to have a side cut. It has been 2.5 years since I had it, and I have been growing it away, but I used to have a side cut over here, and I wanted to cut my hair so that my side cut is now completely grown out. It's the same length as the rest of my hair, so I think in about few months to 6 months my hair will be kind of like the ideal length. I'm still happy I did cut my hair. It was in really bad condition. I don't think really long hair looks good on me. I mean, my hair wasn't like really long, but because it was in such a bad condition, it was way longer from the back what I wanted, but then it was breaking from the front here, and it just didn't look good at all. So yeah, I cut my hair, or I didn't do it, the hairdresser did it, but I do have a little bit shorter hair right now, and also the hairdresser did dye my roots with close to my own hair color, so we decided to go towards more natural hair color slowly but surely. I don't want to make too quick moves when it comes to my hair color, because I have always gone back to the platinum blonde hair. That's the only hair color I have felt like me. I don't know, recently I have been feeling that it's maybe time to move on from it towards a little bit more natural hair color. I still want to keep my hair blonde, but slowly but surely I want to go a little bit deeper. Maybe I will grow my own hair color and then do a little bit lighter highlights. But now we did just the roots with a little bit darker color. It's really close to my own natural hair, so once my root starts to grow, it shouldn't look too bad. And also the hairdresser did put just a little bit deeper color to my lengths of my hair, but it really doesn't look like there's really anything there, and I'm fine with it. I rather want to make slow changes with my hair, because I think if you have platinum blonde hair, dyeing it dark is basically the same thing than cutting your hair. There's no going back anymore, because the hair is already in bad condition because it's bleached. If I now put on a dark color and then want to go back to platinum blonde, my hair is going to fall off. So that's why I want to rather make slow changes with my hair. But yeah, I got a haircut and slowly I will go towards more natural direction, but really slowly, so that I don't have regrets. And the hairdresser was 90 euros, so not a lot. I think the hairdresser is really affordable. I have used to way more expensive prices, because when I lived in the city the hairdressers did charge more, but I guess here, now that I live in a really small town, rents here are lower, so probably that's why the hairdresser is cheaper too, because she really does great job. 90 euros was the hairdresser, and in total in October I spent on beauty 108 euros and 19 cents. So that means that for the rest of this year I do have 191 euros and 81 cents to spend on beauty. So that is what I bought in October. Let's move on to the couple of the topics that I have for this video that I wanted to talk about. First thing, you maybe noticed that I didn't mention the pip box on my beauty spending. If I get subscription boxes, I need to include them to my beauty budget. And the reason I didn't mention it is that I cancelled my pip box. Before getting any further, I just want to say I don't think there's anything wrong with the pip box. I think it is an amazing subscription box. It is based in the UK, so if you live there or if you live in Europe, at least for now, you don't have to pay any taxes. We'll see when Brexit happens if there's going to be a contract or not. At least for right now, you don't need to pay taxes if you live in Europe for products ordered from the UK. And the pip box is completely cruelty-free, completely vegan subscription box, and I really did like it. However, I am just not someone who should be getting subscription boxes. I mean, the reason why I got it is that I thought it would be fun to do unboxing videos on my channel, but in the end of the day, I really do not need to be getting random products into my collection. I am really picky about my products. I want to downsize my makeup collection. I want to be really particular that my makeup inventory numbers are under control, and I didn't get the pip box for more than 5 months, and still I have gotten so many products that it will take a while for me to go through all of those. For example, I got from the Tunes the pip box, an SPF product, but I had just opened an SPF product that I bought myself in May. So of course I didn't want to open the SPF that I got from the pip box because I knew it would expire before I go through all of that. So because of that I don't want to have more than one SPF product open at once, and I did finish my own SPF in October. So I need to save the SPF product that I got from the pip box for the next summer, and most likely I would get a new SPF product next summer from the pip box. So yeah, it's going to take such a long time for me to go through all of these products. Then another issue that I'm having with subscription boxes is that I am extremely picky with makeup. Even when I spend my own money on makeup, I buy a product. If it ends up being disappointing at all, I will declutter it. I will rather give it to someone who would enjoy it more. I don't want to keep anything in my collection that makes me kind of like feel guilty or that I have regrets on purchasing the products. I will just rather get rid of it. And even though I have gotten some products that I really love from the Pip Box, I got from July's Pip Box this Benegos Natural Fresh Bronzing Duo. Now I don't use this as a bronzer, I use this as a blush, and this has probably been my most worn blush during this fall. Also the lipstick that I'm wearing today I got from the Pip Box and I'm loving it. I was lacking a peachy nude like this from my collection and I'm really happy I got it. But at the same time I have gotten makeup products from the Pip Box that I really don't love and that, you know, I kinda would want to get rid of them already. Yeah, I just don't need products like this coming to my collection. I mean, obviously when I buy a product myself, it might end up being disappointing. But at the same time I can control what I'm getting and I can look for reviews, for swatches, but from subscription box you just get random stuff. I would rather spend the money on things that I have been actually wanting for a longer time. And another thing about the Pip Box or any subscription box is the money you spend on it. The Pip Box costs £20 and with shipping, when I convert it to euros, it's a little bit under 25 euros that I pay for it each month. And I think 25 euros in a month doesn't feel like a lot, but when I think about the yearly amount I spent on it, it would be closer to 300 euros. And that is a lot of money. With that money I could like get almost my entire yearly skincare, I think. Well, I haven't calculated how much my skincare routine costs, but I could imagine that would be about my yearly skincare. I could have 3 hairdresser appointments with that money. I could buy multiple eyeshadow palettes that I actually want with that money. So that, when I thought about the yearly amount I would spend on a beauty subscription box where I don't have control about the products that are coming into my collection, you know, I just decided that it's not for me. I will rather have the money and spend it where I actually want to spend it. Okay, so the another thing I still wanted to quickly talk about is the rest of the year and what I'm going to be doing with my budget. Now, talking about the Pip Box, I do still have their cosmetics advent calendar that I have bought before I started my budget. I don't regret that I bought it. I think it will be fun to open it every day in December, because I know December can be quite a stressful month for me personally. So I think the advent calendar will in December satisfy my desire of new products, because I will be getting something new every day, which maybe after this year I will not be getting advent calendar. So I don't think I will need to save too much money of my budget for December. And I actually think I might spend the majority of the budget that I have left, which was a little bit over 190 euros, in November. In November we do have, of course, Black Friday and Cyber Monday coming, and I'm at the moment kind of like on our hands about those sales events. I mean, I try to avoid, you know, just going to all of the online stores and looking for things to buy, but I might end up purchasing some things that I have been wanting for a little bit longer. Like there are some eyeshadow palettes, for example, that I have wanted to get for a longer time. But at the same time, I know I don't need to get any eyeshadow palettes. I have purchased 6 eyeshadow palettes this year. There probably will be 1 eyeshadow palette in the Pip Box advent calendar. So it will take over half a year that I will be able to test all of my new eyeshadow palettes out, because I do test them out in my palette of the month series that I just started this month with the first palette I got this year. I kinda don't think I need to purchase any eyeshadow palettes, but I might end up picking one that I have really wanted for a longer time. We'll see. Same goes to lipsticks. I kinda would want to get some new lipsticks, but I really don't need new lipsticks right now. I do have almost all of the colors that I need to have in my collection, and I'm focusing on panning some of my older lipsticks, so you know, we'll see. But what I do think about these sales, so Black Friday and Cyber Monday, is that I most likely will buy some backups for staple products if I know those products are something that I end up going through anyways and I would want to repurchase them later. I personally don't mind buying backups. It depends on a product. Like, I wouldn't necessarily buy backups for eyeshadows or lipsticks. Well, I do have one lipstick backup because the lipstick is discontinued and I love the color so much, but you know what I mean. I wouldn't necessarily buy backups for color cosmetics that it takes forever to go through. But when talking about like some more boring makeup products and some holy grails, like maybe brow pencils, foundations, other complexion products, mascaras, I don't mind having a backup as long as I don't have too many. And same goes to skincare. I mean, I don't want to hoard backups for like years because of course skincare has expiration dates and it's not going to be the same after 3 years. Even though you didn't open it, it still goes bad. However, I am not someone who is really interested in trying new skincare unless I have to. So sometimes, for example, my favorite skincare product might get discontinued, or sometimes something just ends up not working for me anymore. Maybe my skin type changes, maybe my preference changes. But for the most part, when I find a product that I like, I will stick to that product rather than try something new. So maybe I will buy some backups for some holy grail skincare products and some holy grail makeup products that I know that I will need to repurchase later anyways. But we'll see. That's what I'm thinking right now with those sales, and maybe I will get some fun items, but I try not to go overboard. But yeah, that was really everything for today. That is where my budget went in October, or not my entire seasonal budget, but that is what I bought in October. There was some thoughts about subscription boxes and why they are not for me personally, and also some thoughts what I most likely will do for the rest of this year with the remaining budget I have. And one more thing that I wanted to say is that I feel 300 euros for 3 months to spend on beauty, at least now after 1 month, it feels like plenty. And I thought that my next year's yearly budget could be like between 1500 and between 1800. However, now that I have cancelled my subscription box, I actually think I could go with 1200 for next year. I just wouldn't split it between months, I would split it between seasons, just because, you know, if I have a hairdresser, I end up spending a little bit more. Maybe during my birthday month, I would end up spending a little bit more. Yeah, I actually think that I could do with less than the original 15 to 1800 that I thought. So yeah, but we'll see. I don't need to make the decision right now, but at least for these 3 months I feel I can do a lot of things with 300 euros. But I think this update is getting a little bit rambly, and I'm filming on Sunday. The Formula 1 Grand Prix is starting just in 5 minutes, so I need to go to watch it. But that's everything for today. Thank you so much for watching this video and see you on my next one. Bye bye.